Hey everyone! Right now it looks like the end of the world in San Francisco, but today's actually a great day. Why? Because I'm unboxing the new Pokemon Pikachu Let's Go Switch bundle! Woo! So for those that don't know, a couple months ago I bought a Switch and I made an unboxing video for it, and then it got stolen and I made another video for that. And then I was gonna buy another Switch, but I saw that this Pokemon bundle was coming out and the colors just look so amazing. So I thought, hey, I should just wait for it. And along the way I also learned a bunch from this experience, so I'll be sharing those later on in the video. But for now, let's start unboxing this thing. So here's the box. I'm not sure how to open it without scissors, so I guess I'm just gonna use my scissors. I'm pretty sure that's not how you unbox it, but whatever. Alright, so I guess it just comes out. Or not? What the fuck? I guess it has to come out. Okay, it does come out. So here's the box again. Here's the inside of the box. There's like imprints on the bottom too. Alright, so let's start out with everything just came. Let's start with the dock first. Ooh. Okay, so this is the dock. Super cool. Here's Eevee, here's Pikachu, next to Big Pikachu. I guess people could also just paint these on their current docks, but whatever. Now I have two docks. So there's also trash and instruction manuals. No one cares about those, so I'm just gonna throw them away. The next thing I guess are the Joy-Cons and the straps. So take them out. Oh my gosh. So this is a Pikachu Joy-Con, and this is the Eevee Joy-Con. I have to say, these look amazing. They're sort of more on the matte side, and they just look super nice. Then we have the two straps, and I think the white one goes on the brown one, and then the yellow one goes with the brown one. And here you go, these are the two Joy-Cons. So I actually bought this bundle online on Target a few hours ago, and then I picked it up like half an hour ago. And initially watching the two unboxing videos online at the time, the color and the shade of the Eevee Joy-Con, I was like a bit concerned. It didn't look that good on camera, and I don't know if it looks good right now on this camera. Maybe because of the lighting or something, but it looks really nice like in person. So if you're worried about that, don't worry about it. It looks really nice, especially with the Pikachu Joy-Con. I think this color combination is probably the best for the Switch right now on the market, which is super awesome. After that, we have this Pokeball, apparently Mew's in there. It's pretty heavy actually, and has like a joystick. Oh. So if you press on the top, the Pokeball actually lights up. Kind of like in the show, you know? You're like, brr, and then the Pokeball gets bigger, and then you throw it. It's pretty sick. Alright, then we have the standard Switch stuff like the cable, the power, the Switch itself, and underneath we have the thing that you can put your Joy-Cons in. And now I have two! And finally, the Switch. So the final thing that's special about this bundle is that, as you can see, there's stencils on the back. And okay, let me try to identify these Pokemon. So there's Eevee, there's Pikachu, there's Eevee, there's Pikachu, there's Pikachu. That's also Pikachu, that's Eevee. I guess they're all Eevee and Pikachu. So there you have it, that's my unboxing of this bundle. What I love about this bundle in particular is that not only are the Joy-Cons customizable and the best color combination so far, in my opinion, it also comes with a customized dock and a customized Switch. Like, around the time that this bundle was announced, the Smash bundle also came out, and that was just the worst bundle ever. It was just like a custom Switch with like the Smash logo across the Joy-Cons or something, and or the dock. I don't even remember because it was just so underwhelming. Like, imagine if the Smash bundle had all 50 characters stenciled on the back of the Switch, or I don't know, like all the characters on the dock or something. But they didn't do that, and this Pokemon bundle really came through. I'm actually not so sure about the game. I read that it was more geared towards children, and the more serious and hardcore Pokemon game would be coming out next year. But I'll see. I probably won't put a review for it, but it should be nice to play on a plane or something. Pikachu! Alright, so that's the unboxing. If you're just here for the unboxing, then hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to exit the video or whatever. Now I kind of want to talk about this whole experience of getting my Switch stolen and me dealing with it, and then sort of like the lessons that I learned, because I think they're pretty valuable. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about how my Switch got stolen because I already made a video for it. I'll leave a link somewhere. More importantly, after I got my Switch stolen, I didn't want to just buy another Switch, because in my eyes that would have been me giving up, accepting defeat, and saying, okay, well, someone stole my Switch, I gotta accept it, and I'm going to just buy another one. Instead, I was like, how can I make this into a good event? How can I frame it so that when I look back, I could say, I'm glad someone stole that Switch. And my strategy was to say, okay, well, if this is point A, and this is point B, and this is point C, right? I was at point A all the way up to point B. If my Switch didn't get stolen, I'd be at point C. But because my Switch got stolen, it made me want to do something to get to point D. So now it was me figuring out what point D was. And then I made a checklist for it. So I called it my Switch checklist. It might be hard to see, but it basically says make weekly videos, practice singing 25 hours, and then have 5 productive weeks at work. So before that point, I was having a really hard time getting motivated to make videos. But after that point, I made 7 videos in a row, week after week. And then I like to sing, but then it's kind of hard to get motivated to practice singing every morning. But with this, I was like, I need to get that Switch, you know? Like, at the end of this, I was gonna buy myself another Switch. So every day, every morning, I practiced an hour, and then I tallied it. And it was sort of like really, in Chinese they call it 成就感. Like, you feel the sense of accomplishment. And then also 5 productive weeks at work, because, yeah. But yeah, the interesting thing was, like, after this checklist, I sort of was okay with like not having a Switch, and especially it was around the time that I finished this checklist that the Pikachu bundle was announced. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll wait for that. And the really cool thing was that after this checklist, I didn't stop. I kept going, and I had like a shit ton more checklists. And just looking back, it's just very obvious that if my Switch wasn't stolen, then I'd be at point C instead of point D, which led to point G and H. So what did I actually learn? The first lesson I learned was that don't leave your bag or your personal belongings unattended or behind you in public spaces. Especially at the restaurant that I was at in SF, a lot of people were going through, and I guess someone really desperate took my bag. The second thing is try to have things on the cloud. So I was really fortunate to have most of my games been downloaded. So even though I got my Switch stolen, there were only 2 game cartridges in there, and most of my games are online. So even though I have to start over on Zelda, which I put like 10 or like 20 hours in, at least I still have the game. I don't have to like buy the game again. And the third lesson I learned, which I just talked about, was to try to turn every like unfortunate event into a good event. So like, yeah, like I got my Switch stolen, and instead of just being sad about it, I tried to be proactive about it and try to become a better person because of that. And even though I'm not really thankful for the person that stole my Switch, I still feel like it made me a better person. And the thing is, that person not only stole my Switch, because they stole my backpack, right? Initially, I thought only my keys, my Switch, and my badge was in there, but actually, my passport was in there also. And I didn't figure out until the day before my flight to Beijing. So that was like a whole nother adventure where I had to like rebook my flight, expedite a new passport, and get a new visa. And yeah, I delayed my trip by a week. I celebrated my birthday in San Francisco instead of Beijing, but because of that, I made it like another checklist and became an even better person. At that point, I was sort of tired. Like, you can only reframe up to a certain number of unfortunate events before you're just like, why is my life so unfair? But anyway, I'm just rambling now. I'm really excited to turn on the Switch and play my games again, play this new Pokemon, show off to my friends because I'm the only one that has this special Pikachu edition. Life is pretty boring if everything goes your way, and at first when you encounter like an obstacle, you might complain or you might feel really bad and you think that life is really unfair. But if everything in your life goes your way, then that sounds like a pretty boring life to me. And I feel like when shit happens, that makes life interesting, and that's the story, right? Like, no one wants the hero to just breeze through life. The hero has to go through adversity to become stronger. So yeah, I'm not saying like purposefully buy a Switch, put it in your backpack and get it stolen. In life, shit happens, so something will probably happen to you, or something probably happened to you. And just remember to make the best of it and become a better person, because it's not the end of the world. Like, if you're not dead, it's not the end of the world. And you can always grow from any situation. So this turned from an unboxing video to like a life lesson video, but if you're still sticking around, then thanks for watching. Yeah, and if you don't have a Switch, consider buying it. It's super amazing. Bye.